Hey guys. This apparently is going to be a new normal for us. Welcome back. This has been absolutely an insane and crazy time for you and for your faculty and for the administration. So, one of the things that I hope that you will watch is the video that our president put out. We are the unsinkable Albany State. We will move forward. We are ASU strong and we are Ramily. So if you are having a difficult time getting through this crazy time frame, please just reach out to me and let me know what you are encountering and if there is anything that I can do to assist you or point you in the correct direction to help you get assistance. Again, let's go up to our Georgia View. Every class has Georgia View and has an updated calendar and an updated syllabus. Now, all of our courses, with the exception of one, this semester were online. No classes met for the last couple of weeks. And so after spring break, we had 2 additional weeks. We have changed the syllabi. We have reconstructed your work. Deadlines have been shifted. Work has been shifted. Please look at your syllabus. There is a new syllabus and a new calendar. In addition to both of those, one of the things that I have done is within your Georgia View, what you will see is what you have to do this week. Or for the next 2 weeks, depending on how your course is structured and how everything operates from that. So, one thing that we want to look at is what is due this week. If you'll go into announcements and you click on the week, you'll see it will come up. There are actually links within the announcement that will take you to the documents associated with that week. So if you have a quiz, if you will click on the link within the announcement, it will take you to the quiz. Be sure to look at your new calendar and your new syllabi. A lot of things have shifted. Some deadlines have shifted. Some requirements have shifted. Dates have shifted. Please look at this. If you have any questions, you can email me. My office hours have shifted, which is kind of odd. And so since we as faculty also are not going up to the university, everything that we are doing is basically in our home office. So you should actually have a lot of fun seeing your faculty's home office and seeing their personality. So being a sociologist and being in sociology, I would think this would be terribly fun. And let's look at this as something different. You'll find some unique aspects of your professors within their home office or their newly constructed home office. Many of the professors may be broadcasting from their dining room table. Some of us may actually have a house office dedicated to our work. Thus, this is mine. And as you know, I love books. I have a lot of books. I have owls. I have some pictures that are really important to me. And so we're kind of making do just as you are. Many of us have been teaching online, but there are many professors who have never taught online before. And one thing that I do ask is that you be mindful of the fact that many professors have not done distance learning. Many of us have. And even those of us who have done distance learning will be shifting a lot of how we do things, mainly because our time also has shifted. We have requirements that have shifted. We have meetings that are now online that are no longer on campus. If I'm unavailable during a specific time, I will be available. I've posted my office hours. Please make sure that you call during office hours. I will answer my phone. And that is Monday through Thursday from 8 to 10. That is every day. If this is going to be something different, I will let you know via announcements because that is important. Additionally, feel free to text me. I don't mind you texting, but be sure to tell me who you are and what class you're in, because it's very difficult for me to answer your text unless I know what's happening. Now, I will say, as all of us have shifted a lot of different things, remember, we as professors also may have outside responsibilities, such as I'm currently working with my twins doing their kindergarten work. So while I may not be able to text you immediately back, I will get back with you. And some of this is just part of what we're having to do. I hope all of you are safe. I hope all of you are well. I hope everyone has an opportunity to complete their work. If you're struggling, please again, let me know. However, again, let's remind ourselves that some of the classes were already online. So you should have your text. You should understand how to navigate the work. And you should understand what is required of you within this time frame, particularly my upper level division courses. For those of you in intro sociology, this is for you. I am going to be holding class via WebEx on Tuesday evenings from 6 to 8:30. Please log in. You can download the app off of the Google Play or I use Android, so I'm used to Google Play. I have no idea anything about iPhone, don't ask. All I know is that there is a WebEx app, and you are welcome to download it. All of the meeting information is in the Georgia View. So if you have the app and you click on it, you should be able to link in. If you're unable to link in, that's fine. It will be recorded and it will be available for you to use. If you also think about it like this, we'll be going over the different chapters. This is going to be completely different than our online, than our in-person class. Our in-person class also met on Tuesday night from 6 to 8:30. So we'll be doing that online. So this is a totally different way of us completing our face-to-face classwork. If you have questions about that, please contact me via email prior to the time. I will not be online while I am conducting class. So if you have questions and concerns, you would need to address those ahead of time. I'm probably not going to be able to answer them during the class time. So let's try it. This is our first week. Let's give it a shot. And you know what? We can change. So if something isn't working, we can shift it. We can change. We're being flexible. I think that's extremely important for all of us, is to be flexible, to realize that all of us are doing things that we never thought we would have to do. Who knew I was going to have to be homeschooling in the middle of all of this? Who knew that we were only going to go to the grocery store maybe once a week? Who knew? Who knew any of this? So we're really looking at this as a learning experience. If you are doing your sociology in the news or social problems in the news, or any of your discussion questions that deal with what is happening now, just do it. This is very fascinating. This is a time that many of us, even at my age and older, only recall hearing about the last pandemic, which was the Spanish flu almost 100 years ago. So one thing is that we have not experienced this. This is something new. Uh, just think of this through a sociological lens. How is this affecting you? How is it affecting your community? What can you still do? What can you no longer do? Um, One thing I really think that's so cool about all of this as a sociologist is media. What we can do, the fact that we can FaceTime, the fact that we can video chat, the fact that we have so many tools that are available to us. Yeah, where some of us are really having to learn and up our game. But this is cool because we're able to stay in touch with our friends and our families. I have not seen my parents, and I normally see them every other week. I have not seen them since March the 3rd. So it is now March the 30th. It is very weird because I don't live very far from them. So, but because they're older, because they're in their 80s, and because we in Albany are in a hot spot, we have all chosen to not go to see them. This has been very different for my 6-year-olds. As a mommy, I'm extremely concerned about them. As a sociologist, I find this very fascinating. One of the reasons is because I hear all of these other moms going, oh my gosh, my children are so worried about not seeing their friends and not doing this. My kids are like, this is the greatest thing in the world. I don't have to wear shorts. I can just run around in my jammies all day. I don't have to put on a uniform. I don't have to wear. So they're really finding some fun things about what really, they're just making the best of a bad situation. And I think that speaks to the resilience of us. I think that speaks to the resilience of little children. And so just think of this as being an exercise in resilience. I was explaining to a friend of mine who also, by the way, is in Ohio under similar lockdowns, and they have a statewide lockdown, and we don't. But we do in Albany. So, this is kind of fascinating, and as a sociologist and a health professional and chair of a department, she is going through this, looking at it the kind of similar the way that we are. Is this is built? She said, so how is this different than a hurricane? And I thought about it, and I said, actually, we're extremely resilient along here because we've survived hurricanes and tornadoes and floods. And so one thing that we can look at is, hey, I still have power. I still have hot water. I still have the internet. I still have so many things that I can be thankful for, that I can complete my work, that I can communicate with you, that I can communicate with my friends, that I can communicate with my parents. And I think this is something that we really, really have to embrace right now. Let's look at some of the positive aspects of being at home. Um, I, I'm cleaning out closets that I did not know needed to be cleaned out. This is kind of fun. As you knew, I moved. I've been doing some work just trying to figure out where am I putting things. And so it did kind of speed up my process of finishing up my office. Find a good place to study. I think this is extremely important. Find a good spot. Find a good time. It may not be from 8 to 5. You may have other responsibilities. That's cool. Find some time to yourself. Find some time that you can do your work. Find some time where you can read. I find myself telling my kids, go get a book. Go find a book. Let's read. I think this is really an important time for us also to realize how important our family is, to realize how important our work is, to realize how important our life is. Maintain social distance. Wash your hands. Don't go out unless you have to. I know many of you guys have gotten jobs. You have written and said, hey, I'm going to work. Hey, I'm going to Target. Hey, I'm going to Walmart. Hey, I'm working at a restaurant. Be safe. That's all we ask. Be safe. Wash your hands. I really appreciate that that you guys that are working, if you're in the healthcare, thank you. If you're a first responder, thank you. If you're stocking grocery shelves, thank you. Because the country is depending on you to keep us afloat. And honestly, you guys don't get enough kudos. So pat yourself on the back, reach around, pat yourself. It's from me. Give yourself a big hug. That's from me. And do your job. And I'll do my job. And let's just keep going. And love you all. Stay safe. Wash your hands.